Because I'm just, I just want.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
I'm so glad to have good AC again.
I'm in the land of the frozen chill, so I definitely don't want AC currently.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been bad temperature. It's only been like, it's been cold. 60. But, definitely very humid in the house, so. So what is new with everybody? You've been muted. How dare?
So it's not just me.
Yes, it is. Salt in large quantities is bad for everybody.
Which is exactly what we go on it.
Yeah, let's not do the whole slip and die thing. Yeah, we all kind of got busy. I mean, well, I mean,
Yeah.
So how far are you usually from work? That's not bad. I mean, I gotta. So depending on how traffic is, it's either going to take me 45 minutes to get to work, or it's going to take me an hour and a half to 3 hours. So I completely understand the dreading of travel. Um, that is fair. Well, it's actually going to be a dystopian future coming out, so. It's okay. We're all going to write really bad books.
Something beautiful.
All right, get the cobwebs out. We've been gone for a minute.
Really? Let's just keep talking. My day's going pretty okay. I have plans for Friday to go visit a brewery store so I can get more prep for mead making.
That is fair. I am currently actually making a chainmail dice bag again. And in
Noise.
current news, they just opened up a moonshine place that's really good. So, marshmallow vodka. Yep. No, this place, this guy opened up this moonshine place, and he's had this family recipe all the way from West Virginia, back from like the before the Civil War, and it's just been passed down through his family. And it is like, you know, if you've had like moonshine at like Total Wine or something like that, yeah, this doesn't compare. It's so good. I had the hot apple pie. Oh, it's got that hit of cinnamon and then just that like hit of alcohol with that smooth finish of crisp apple. It's great.
Hey, hon. I don't think I can hear you on YouTube.
Oh, it's your fault.
Damn it, Rez. We trusted you.
Oh man, you're muting yourself and you're the one who's quiet?
Muting myself. And you know, hi everyone. Nobody could hear any of our conversation, which is fine. But, you know, I had someone checking the audios and they were like, I can hear most people, but never said they couldn't hear me, which is hilarious because I just thought I was good the entire time. Rez, minus one cookie. You failed
Here
me
you
as
go.
an audio tech for the last time. Darth Vader force choke through the screen. Nah, I'm just kidding, Rez. We love you.
So with all my raving about moonshine, it's funny because I actually don't drink a lot at all. So it's just one of those things where it's just like, that's something I haven't had in forever. I'm like, ooh, love it.
Yeah.
Yep, my dad actually used to run moonshine.
Nice.
My wife's ancestor used to run Swiss cheese.
Oh, Rez, I've never noticed you have a founder pin on your name for the chat. Look at you being one of the OGs.
And still only sub for 17 months.
Mm-hmm. And still only sub for 17 months. I mean, they've been subbing for longer. Oh, Kay, where are you?
Where is Kay?
They said they
I
just
was
woke
in
up
trouble.
from a nap and are going to rush.
They said they were on their way. I will give her not. I'm a little quiet compared to the other. God freaking damn it. That's what I hate about this thing. I don't know why it does that.
Language.
God freaking damn it. What was it that I had to do to fix this? I had to do something to fix this last time, and I don't know why it keeps forgetting my...
Did you check what source is using?
Hmm?
Did you check what source is using?
Yeah, I had to tell it to remember to pick up my microphone specifically. But there is something specifically about it, because it was doing it for GTA as well, where my mic was not picking my audio up as loudly as it should. Oh wait, was it? I want to say it's something really simple, like telling the actual device to be louder. Audio. Which, I mean, if it's just resetting itself, that's super fucking annoying. That's not it. I genuinely never understand why the mic comes in so much quieter than everybody else's, because you would think that mine would be louder because it's my direct source. Maybe it's a Streamlabs problem. I am going to give her until 8:30, and then I will call it, because anything past that, we are not going to be able to get to any of the game.
That is fair.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours. 2 hours is what we set aside to play this, and anything cutting into that is going to severely hinder it. And we should not be... I'm not being critical because of, just my own issues, but it's like getting up at 8 o'clock to be here for the game is not how we should be doing that. We should be waking up earlier, which is why I forced myself out of bed at 7.
Well, honestly, like, if we do decide to call it, we could just do a quick summary of exactly everything that kind of happened the last session.
Yeah, I think I might do that just to get us on the same pages, because it's been 2 months, and I think the end of the last session was a little rushed on my part too, because we were getting so close to the stop time that maybe some clarification and reassessing of where we are for you guys would be good. Because, yeah, where we are now versus where we were then is a little different, because even I've had time to sit and be like, this is what I want the outcome to be when we get to it. I hate Streamlabs. I wish there was a way to just adjust my audio and make it better.
No, I've been thinking of a bunch of different scenarios, like where we left off and stuff, and yeah.
I just thought of a fun name for this session.
We already have the session named.
I know, but I was just thinking of fun names for it.
Do we have any...
Or just this episode itself.
Well, I give each session's little names in my notes.
I'm going to mute because I have to sneeze.
Fair enough.
Never mind then. Got caught in the sinuses.
That always sucks when that happens.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be feeling for like an hour now.
A little bit. You kind of got caught up there, and you're like, all right, good now. But it's also like you don't ever want to do that on like microphone because then it just like hurts everybody.
Yep, but also peaks too.
Especially when you're a loud sneezer. Oh, we have life.
Life? Life? Oh my goodness.
I knew that was the case.
There isn't a starting with y'all. Okay, fuck it, we ballin'. Okay, let's get this sorted out. For y'all, there is ambient music open in the thingy. You're welcome to listen to it. There's going to be a point where some helpful music will be helpful for you. So if you want to open that up, I recommend it. If not, it's fine. Won't hurt my feelings.
Where is?
Wait, are you talking about on the thingy?
On Discord.
Oh, I don't pay attention to that stuff. I
That's
don't know
okay.
how that stuff works.
That's why You see how I'm screen sharing?
I'm only so good at technology.
No, it's more to Che, who does actually know where it is.
I figured it out.
You figured it out?
Yay!
Okay. Because it doesn't give me the bloop bloop noise anymore if people actually...
It's because you're in streamer mode.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It's like, I don't get to hear if people made it in or not, so...
I'm assuming it's the watch stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
So that'll give you some ambient music. Okay, I need you to open somewhere else. There we go. Here. No!
Loud.
What's loud?
Huh?
What's loud?
Nothing.
Oh. Why is it
I
loud?
said not allowed. Not allowed to be broken.
So if I do this, did it stay on the thingy? Or did it? No, it split.
Nah, I just went through the book.
Yeah, I went to the book. I didn't want it to be on the book. I wanted it to be on the music. SpaghettiOs. Okay, so that's split onto the book. I don't want it to be on the book. I want it to be on the music. Go back. All right. Well, you only need the music. You don't need this. You don't need the screen. It's fine. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, we're gonna get started because there's no time like the present, and 30 minutes late is still better than nothing. Everybody who sat through our technical difficulties, hi, thank you. You're wonderful. I love you. I'm so glad you're here. It's been a while since we've been here, and I'm so glad you came back. So we're going to do a little bit of a recap, and Dougler, once again, thank you for having notes because, yeah, I probably wouldn't have remembered all of this stuff. Hey, speaking of Dougler, why don't you start with introducing yourself? Because it's been a while and people might not remember who we are. So tell us who you are and who you're playing.
Okay, hello, I am Dougler. I play the Joanna Cassandra Campbell. Well, she is the devotee architect. Right now, we're on top of a giant-ass amusement park building in the suite. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Dougler93, where I play games and I sometimes do art and popcorn over to Shay.
Hello, everyone, and I'm Shay or Shay the Fae on Twitch Party White Games, and I am having trouble logging into Twitch. Yay me! I can be found here wherever Party White Games is, and today I will be playing Ashley Preston, the rocker of the group. And
Do
longtime
they still have a
character.
rocker archetype?
I don't remember. Let me check.
Sorry, not to derail.
No,
that,
you're right.
but-
It's artist now.
You're
It's very broad description.
Yeah, they kind of did that.
But also a longtime character and who has been the developer of one of the developers of Nirvana in this campaign. So, yay! All right, that's me.
All right, I guess it's my turn.
You're the
I
last
am
one,
Sharp
apparently.
Tooth. I am playing a drone pilot named Harvey, who doesn't really care for particularly being human. And it's much easier just being a bot.
He doesn't want to be a real boy.
Yes, I want to be the opposite.
Mm-hmm. And well, hi, I'm Rendez, and this is my channel, Party Wife Games, and all of these lovely people are here to be subjected to a wonderful game by Free League Publishing called The Electric State. This is a wonderful alternate 90s dystopian future where a civil war had divided the country and evil capitalism overtook. Oh god, this is all so real to life now. Evil corporations.
It's okay, deep breaths.
Yeah, we have robots in this future at least. Hooray! And society is slowly degrading to the crushing encroachment of technology upon our souls. So, last time we left off back in December, oh god, it was in December, the group had pulled off to go visit the Ivory Tower Amusement Park, a Northern California-based amusement chain. This particular one, located just outside of San Francisco, had seen better days, was very run down. The group had almost immediately come to a divide as the shady character July had a brief altercation with Ashley, and I think Joanne mediated or was also part of it. But there was some disagreements on how to go about going through this amusement park that led to a gun being drawn and some words were exchanged. And as we all know, in any tabletop fashion, splitting the party is the best thing you can do. So July went off on her own, and the rest of the group followed Harvey, who had gotten into the security systems of the amusement park and was directed to the central point of the park, a large, slightly tilted tower that was on the northern end of a giant lake, a la a not Disneyland kind of situation. Focusing on July, she went around looking for... Oh, okay. She had gone off to search for signs of ne'er-do-wells that congregate in abandoned places like this, and she ended up getting grabbed by a couple of criminals who she quickly negotiated her own safety for some drugs and some entertainment, and we kind of faded to black on the details of that, but it was very much implied that she benefited more than she lost in the ensuing moments. Going back to the other group, they had climbed the tower through a still working elevator, through some well-placed computer controls that the group had worked out together. And once inside, they had found a very nice kind of presidential suite type of place where it looked like it had been left relatively abandoned. Hey, hun, can you mute your phone so it's not going off a lot? Thank you. There was a single individual who looked like they had been killed, not recently, but within the very near past. They had died with their Neurocaster, a very nice and fancy Neurocaster, still on their eyes, but there was a rather nasty looking knife embedded into their chest, and they were holding a gun in their hand that I think somebody was keen on looting as well. In addition, I know that there were some fun details, like Joanne had noticed a black blur run by at one point, and there was definitely not a Matrix reference that was slipped in there because of it. What else is there? Oh, throat slit and stabbed in chest. Yes, that. She had a sunshine pin, love it. Sunshine pin on her chest that marked her as Judith Jackson, and she had a handful of red hair clipped into her dying grasp, indicating that there might be something more going on in this room. You might not be alone. So, since Kay is still getting herself together, we will focus back in on you all. Inside of this rundown presidential suite, the three of you have a moment to kind of collect your thoughts. It's eerie, it's ominous. There's a prevailing sense that you're not alone. But that might be because every so often a drone flits by the window, uncaring of your existence, or that shadowy presence that only Joanne had seen might still be in the room.
So I think Ashley kind of she's already like by the body. And I feel like the camera just kind of like follows her as she kind of like pulls some of the red hair and kind of like looks at it, just trying to find familiarity. It's fairly obvious that she knows who this person is, having previously said, "Looks like someone got to you before me," reaching. You said the knife is still in her chest? Putting when Ashley puts her hand around the hilt of that knife, would she get any sort of familiarity from it? Okay.
No, sorry, I muted myself so that you weren't double speaking. No, you would not feel any familiarity from touching that knife. And in fact, the knife looks more like a shiv than a stereotypical kitchen knife or hunting knife that is seen for, like, serial killer things. But yeah, I mean, serial killers use shivs as well. And what I mean by shiv, I mean, like, it is a very ugly, jagged piece of metal that looks like it had been sharpened into a point, even if the point is firmly embedded into somebody's chest right now. There is dried blood caked around the blade, and the handle seems to be just wrapped with cloth over and over and over until it provides enough of a grip to it, instead of just having to hold on to a piece of sharpened metal. When you go to touch it, can you please provide me with something?
I'm blowing you a kiss now.
You're blowing me.
Here you go.
That is acceptable. I will take it. But what I would like from you, please, is a roll. And the roll I want from you...
I gotta get out of my chair and on the floor for that, but okay.
Oh my god, I'm gonna love you so much. Sorry, the book layout is so much worse than the old books, and it's still a great book, but oh my god, I gotta find.
So if it helps, the attributes are strength, agility, wits, and empathy.
Give me an empathy roll, please.
Oh, I'm good at that.
We'll see.
I say before I die.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going for that.
I don't think any of my items... I don't know if any of my items would help with this.
I don't think so. Just give me the empathy roll, please. Would you like to push?
I feel like... Yes, I will.
You don't have any ones, so you can roll all of them. But keep in mind that if you roll any ones, it will affect your hope.
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
1 success.
Okay. When you touch this knife, there isn't a sense of familiarity, because it seems like whatever this was that you're touching doesn't quite belong here. It feels out of place. And when you touch it, you feel something emanating from the knife. You feel emotion coming off of it. You feel a sense of abandonment, and you feel that it might be resentful to you touching it. And whether you keep your grip on the knife or not, everybody in the room will notice that the window that overlooks the lake and park as a whole, there are these automatic curtains that start to move and shift into a position to block out the light coming in from the outside into the room. Mind you, there are still lights in the room, but as the shade closes, those lights start to flick out.
Am I still logged into the net?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Cool. Can I try to cancel that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can.
All right. Now with Harvey, considering we did level up the last time,
Did you
I
gain
did
any mobility
add.
from it?
Yes,
Ooh. All right. What do we get?
I know. Oh, it's not gonna help, but I still have hacker. I chose data miner. But I do get a +2 to dice rolls for hacking a system. So, try trying to figure out how to work things again. No. All right. So how many do I actually roll?
You would roll. You gain a new ability, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's not gonna help me for this.
Okay, then you would roll for your Neurocaster plus your wits.
All right. So it's /roll.
Mm-hmm.
And it's how many do we roll?
It would be determined by your scores.
Yeah, so what is your wit score?
So my Neurocaster's, I believe, 3.
I want to say your Neurocaster was one of the good ones, so wasn't it
Yes.
3 across the board?
It was 3 across the board, and then with Hacker, it's +2. So it's
So you'd be 5 plus your wits would be the amount of dice you're rolling, and they're always
Okay.
d6s.
Yes.
Jesus.
So
And I
Yes.
do think this still qualifies for hacking, so yeah, that's fine. So you'll just do /roll space 10d6.
would it be 10 or 11?
You said 3.
Because it's 2.
You said 3 plus 2, and then how many wits do you have?
6.
Oh, okay. 11, yes. Five plus 6 is 11. Ones don't matter on the initial roll, only when you push. So you have 2 successes. You are able to slow it down. And when I say slow it down, I mean that you are not able to keep the curtains from closing, but you are able to get it to a point where it doesn't shut all the way, so there's still a little bit of light flooding into the room, which kind of puts it into more of a twilight than complete darkness. And when the last of the electric lights go out, there is a very soft giggle that kind of emanates from the shadows of the room, and I'm hoping Kay had turned on the music sharing as well so that they could enjoy this too, because something starts to play for all of you to hear through the speakers. And as you're looking around, Harvey, I'm going to assume that your sensors come with a little bit extra. You can see things in infrared, heat signatures and such. And that's normal. You're used to seeing, 1 warm body, 2 warm body, 3 warm bodies. 3 warm bodies is normal. That's not strange at all. There are 3 warm bodies in here, in the room with you.
And 1 cold.
Well, at this point, it's not even cold enough to register a difference from the couch because the heat has dissipated from the corpse. But of the 3 warm bodies, one of them is moved away from the others. They're over in the corner looking at something.
Actually,
The other 2...
grab that gum.
The other 2 are 2 warm bodies. Joanne, you urge your friend to grab the gun. It's on the floor.
It's in the hand.
Mm-hmm.
We do have company.
Oh, shit. Joe's gonna head towards the window so she can grab the curtains, just try to pull them down.
You would like to move towards the curtains.
Yep.
Well, Ashley's gonna. I can't grab everything.
Yep, you're going to give me 1 action, okay? Joanne is going to move, and you were urged to grab a gun. This is not the kind of game where you can do everything.
Yeah, I know.
So
I was just.
what would you like to do, please?
I'm going to straighten up and.
That is a weird choice of your one action. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay. I'm going to straighten up and just in a soft voice, Ashley says, "Who's there?"
Sorry, one sec. When you ask who's there, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. She didn't want to help me get home. I asked her to help me get home. She didn't want to let me get home. She said she's and Harvey, you see the body on the other side of the room start to step closer, and coming into the single beam of light that emanates from the slit in the window that divides the room, there's a pair of tennis shoes, long ankle-high socks that have little flecks of red in them, a short plaid skirt, and a messy, ripped sweatshirt, and shocks of red hair that fall around a mask that has a crooked smiley face on it and blood splatters across it. And through the mask, she says, "She didn't want to let me go home. I needed to go home, and killing her was the only way to get home." And she rushes right for the window to where Joanne was.
I'm gonna try to run after her and just hug her. Just wrap my arms around her, try to keep her from going.
All right. So, you are going to engage in combat because we are in combat now.
Okay.
Dang it.
Yep. She was going to just stab the shit out of Joanne, but now somebody is going to run between the person with a knife in their hand and try to hug them. So, I will say that she is initiating this combat, so doesn't really care who she's attacking. So that means that... Whoop, hello, you are not supposed to keep playing. Why are you not repeating? Music? Did you do something weird when I told you to play something else? Probably. Okay.
Gremlins.
Yeah, gremlins. Gibbons. We are in combat now. Also, to address a question from the chat, no, this is not cyberpunk based. This is based off of a series of artworks done by an artist named Simon Stollenhage. If you've ever heard of Tales from the Loop or Things from the Flood or The Labyrinth or even The Electric State, it's a series of artworks, including this one here up on screen, that were done by this artist that basically showed dystopian landscapes with a twist. And this one in particular, The Electric State, is being made into a movie that will be on Netflix soon, starring Chris Pratt. Hooray. But
He does everything.
yeah, he's in everything now. Anyways, this is about a post-apocalyptic road trip, and our friends here are about to die a horrible death at the hands of a serial killer. Hooray! Rejoice. Not you. Hi, Kay. Welcome. Glad you're here.
I've been here for a bit.
Hooray for cereal.
I know you have, but... Alright, Knife is going to have +1 with 2 damage and engaged. Alright, so, rounds. Because this is our first time doing combat, we're going to break it down for everybody, okay? Combat is played out in rounds, representing roughly 5 to 10 seconds of time. In every round, each participant in the fight gets 1 turn, i.e. an opportunity to act. In this instance, the girl is moving to attack whoever is closest in range. Ashley is moving to engage her in a hug. Joanne is going to be stabbed. No, not really. But you know, these are the sort of actions. So we already have 2 actions determined. Harvey and Joanne will also still have actions. Ranges include things like the terminology engaged. It's literally in your face. Short range, in the same zone as you. So like they kind of do the ring thing where it's, you know, right in your face, a little bit away. Medium range is slightly farther. Long range, extreme, really far away. You can attack in close combat. You can attack from range. You can reload a firearm. You can take cover. You can rally a knocked out fighter. You can interact with items, and you can pick items up from the ground. Cough, cough. When it's your turn to act, you get 1 move and 1 action or 2 moves. So old D&D style. Move, action, action, or 2 move actions. An action is anything you can reasonably do in no more than 10 seconds except moving. See the list of examples below that we already addressed. Reactions. In some cases, you can react to the action of an enemy fighter performing an immediate action. If you do, you forfeit your next upcoming turn, both the action and the move. So you can react to being attacked, but you do not get to have an action the following round because you reacted. Free action, minor actions like drawing a weapon, opening a door, speaking a few words are free actions. In close combat is any attack in the engaged range, no matter what weapon is used, if any. So even if you are in close range, you can use your gun. You will always get a +1. Before dice are rolled, the target must choose to take the hit or fight back. So in this case, the knife doesn't care where it's going. It is just aiming to attack somebody, and Ashley put herself in the close range for it. So she is going to attack. So Ashley, you have the option of doing one of 2 things. You can take the hit, which I will have to roll, and if it succeeds, it inflicts the weapon's base damage +1 for every extra success that is there. If you choose to fight back, it's a reaction that turns the attack into an opposed roll. It cannot be chosen by an incapacitated or unaware target, which you neither are. Only the attacker can push the roll. If the attacker rolls more successes than the target suffers the weapon's base damage +1 for every success beyond what was needed to win the roll. So in the contested roll, it's every additional success will deal additional damage. If they tie, you just take the base damage. If the attacker and target roll the same number, as I was just getting at, they fight tooth and nail, but no one get... Oh, sorry. If you make, then you're at a stalemate, no damage. If the target rolls more successes, the attacker suffers damage equal to the target's base weapon +1 for every. So basically, if you're doing a reaction to fight back, you can deal damage to the person instead. So it's kind of not throwing your turn away by getting into combat and doing it, but you run the risk of still getting hurt and then not having an action yourself. So she is going to attack, and I need to now pull up her stats because everything is a mess and I love this book. Threats. Personal threats. Hell yeah. I think this is a violent threat, don't you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel personalized.
Oh, Crazed Killer. I think that's going to be the one. Alright, so she gets 5 dice, +1 for the knife. Hey, Ashley, are you going to take the hit, or are you going to fight back? I feel like a hug qualifies, or are you just going to take it and then try to do something on your turn?
My hope was to try and calm her down, but I haven't seen the roll yet, so I don't know.
No. That's not how this works. You have to tell me what you are doing. Are you going to take the hit, or are you going to fight back?
I'm going to defend myself.
Okay, so you are choosing to defend yourself. So I will need an opposed roll from you. You're going to roll your strength plus any weapons you might have on hand modifier. If you are unarmed, you do not get a modifier, I believe. Ready?
Well, I'm dead.
Are you?
Yeah, I only got 2 dice.
We all know how my dice roll, though. Case in point.
Okay.
She is going to put... No. Can bad guys push?
Think maybe, but she rolled a 1.
She did roll a 1,
Yeah.
which means I can't push. Okay. In the narrative of what happens now, the two of you are grappled. Because neither of you got any successes in this. She fails to stab you, but you are kind of more or less tangled up in her. That would take away her action. It takes away your action because you reacted to her. Harvey or Joanne, who would like to go next? I want to say I do want to say it's based on agility, but I'm just gonna ask because we kind of jumped into this.
Oh, let's do it that way.
Okay. Who has a higher agility score?
My agility is 3.
My agility is 4.
Alrighty.
So you go
So,
first.
Harvey, you're up first then.
All right. I am actually. So you said I can do an action and then move.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cool. I would like to call one of the security drones.
You want to call one of the security drones?
Yes.
Alrighty. Give me a roll to try and draw one of their attention. Give me the same roll as last time.
Yeah, I'm still hacking, right?
Mm-hmm. That is going to be no successes. With 2 1s, that's real bad. Do you want to push?
I will push it, Ken.
Wait, hold on.
No.
Am
wait.
I
no.
misunderstanding? If you roll 1s, you can't push? I thought you just can't use the 1s, and then there's a penalty afterwards. If you get 1s on the push.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Where is...
I'm fine with the enemy not pushing a roll, but I want to just make sure you guys are getting what you need. I feel like you can push this. It's just, does combat keep you from pushing?
I mean, I have not been aggressive toward them.
You're still in combat.
Right.
If you fail a roll or just want more 6s, you can push, grab all the dice that didn't show. Oh. And again, all dice. Okay, so all dice count after rebound. Reroll, including the ones not rerolled. For each one when rolled after a push, your current hope score is reduced by 1.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna just say you can. So re-roll everything but your 1s. So that would be 9d6.
And then if
Watch you get like all ones.
I'd hope not, because then you lose like all your hope.
That will be a success. You make a successful connection to a security drone. Coincidentally, this would be a security drone that is, unfortunately, kind of far from you. But just to give her a segue in, July from the other, not other side, but probably like, what, 3/4 of the way across where July had been partying with a couple of other ne'er-do-wells doing drugs and having promiscuous sex. There is a security droid that was about to unleash some security upon your friends and you in a surprise ambush. But now its little red light flicks green and it goes beep beep and immediately turns around, does like a little loop-de-loop in front of you all, and then zips off towards the tower, kind of indicating that something is going on off that direction, and your friends, question mark, might be in trouble. It's going to take a round for that drone to get there, Harvey, but you did call it.
I figured. Also, since now I can move, I want to actually move close to the two of them while they are grappled.
Okay, you're going to move into engaged range.
That's correct.
Joanne, you're the last person. What would you like to do?
So, since Ashley tried to hug this person and not actually try to harm them, Joe's just going to go and try to take the knife away from her.
You're going to try and disarm her.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say that definitely counts as a strength roll, and she is not going to let you take it.
Let's
So
see
it's
if
going to be opposed.
And she beat...
Let's find out.
Can you do multiple reactions?
Ooh.
So she didn't take a reaction before?
Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, I was confused.
Yeah. But if, say, Harvey had dogpiled on her as well, she would have to split where her reaction was.
Okay.
But by taking this reaction and getting engaged in combat with two people, her attention is going to be split and she has to decide which one she's going to choose, and she cannot take a direct attack action against Ashley in the next round. She can't take an attack action next round in general, but neither can Ashley, because the two of them are fighting. Basically, Joanne is just dogpiling into the combat. That's where it kind of gets muddy, because it's like they don't specify multiple attacker rules very well, because it's like if everyone's reacting to everyone, then nobody's really attacking.
Yeah, and this is treated like a TV show or a movie. So
Yeah, so she's going to oppose that one. Oh, there we go. So you are not going to be as successful as you hope. As you kind of run in to try and get the knife from her, this girl kind of screams and lashes, and the mask is staying firmly in place, but as she's thrashing about against both you and Ashley, the same kind of shiv that is embedded in this corpse nearby, the one she has in hand, cuts across your arm, and you get slashed for 3 damage, because the base damage is 2 plus 1 for an additional success.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, combat is really dangerous if you are not good at fighting. That being said, July, I'm gonna throw you into the initiative as well from where you are. Would you like to do anything?
Well, when I saw the security guard do his little loop-de-loop spin, I do a little ballerina twirl, and also say beep beep, and just like laugh a little bit. Then, yeah, sure, I'll look to the two guys. I've already fixed myself up, all that kind of stuff. I'll be like, you guys want to follow?
The two of them kind of think for a moment, and I'm gonna actually leave this up to chance because they're still a little strung out, and one of them goes, "Yeah, fuck it, why not? Yeah, I'm in. Okay," and they kind of stand and fix themselves up, but it doesn't. You get the feeling that like. And this is directed to Kay, not July. It feels like these are just extra bodies, not capable people, because they're just kind of going with the flow, and they don't realize that you're asking them to go like get in the way of some security bots. Yeah, And so, they seem very eager to follow the hot girl into whatever she asks them to do at this point. So I will say that it's going to take you a little bit of time, but now we know that you are also in motion alongside this
Yes.
drone.
And she's skipping because she feels wonderful.
Yeah, and so July is seeing. You're probably seeing like the imagery that comes to mind for me. One, because it's July, and two, because I think it's fun imagery. Is do you remember? Did you ever see the second Suicide Squad movie?
Yes.
So when Harley Quinn is like going postal in that palace, and it's just like flowers and stuff are sprouting everywhere.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing.
So yeah, you're high. So you're seeing a very different scenery than what is here in this ruins. But the three of you,
Neurocasters.
yeah, the three of you start making your way downtown, but start making your way towards the tower. The camera pans back to the others. The three of you are still kind of wrestling for control of this knife. She is forgone. Ashley has forgone. I would say
I have a question.
I have an answer.
So you said I can't take any physical action.
You cannot take any physical action. However, what I was going to get at is if you would like to make an opposed D6 roll with me, it will determine if either of us can take an action because we both kind of negated, or both of our turns kind of negated each other, and I don't want it to just go back to Dougler with neither of us doing anything. So I want to leave it to chance, if that's all right with
We're
you.
going Dougler or me?
Going back to Dougler, because you will still have an action. You're not getting skipped, but what I mean is I'm trying to see if the girl or Ashley has a turn.
Fair.
5. 1. Okay. So her turn is kept to maintain trying to hurt you. But it is not that she is going to take a stab at you. You two are locked in. You can still attempt to do something, however, Ashley.
I'll just like holding her arms against her, just in this really awkward hug as we're grappled together. Ashley's just gonna say, calm down, I'm here to help, it's okay." She's just gonna try to calm her.
Roll me an empathy.
Yeah. One success.
1 success. I'm going to make this an opposed empathy roll,
Oh, well, in that case.
because we need to see if it actually reaches her. It's mental combat. Empathy 4. Okay. Which means you do still have a pretty good chance. Okay. Would you like to
Yeah.
push?
I would like to put.
Okay. So you can re-roll 4 dice. Oh,
Oh.
okay. I like that. I like that outcome. You say, calm down, you're here to help. And I think when you say that, even though she just got done like lashing out and slashing Joanne, her body ragdolls into you. She just goes completely limp. And when she goes limp, she starts laughing. Just the like very unhinged, sadistic kind of giggle laugh. And she says, you want to help? You want to help? You want to help? She wants to help. She wants to help. She wants to help. She wants to help. Do you know how you can help us? Do you want to help us?
Talk to me.
I need you to take this knife. I need you to take this knife and I need you to drive it into her fucking heart. And she's looking directly at Joanne. Or at least as best you can guess with a mask on. I need you to take this knife and I need you to drive it into her heart. It's the only way to fix things. You have to kill her. He wants her dead. Kill her. Kill her. Kill her. Kill her. Kill her.
I'm gonna try to get her to face me, and I want to do that very like gentle, calming motion of just kind of like sliding the mask up and just.
You
hold
do
it.
not get to do that. You only have 10
Oh,
seconds.
okay.
Remember, this is not the end of combat.
Okay.
Harvey, this woman has just declared that one of your meat bags should be killed.
I am going to go, okay, I'm going to take the knife and I'm just going to throw it across the room.
You know what? I don't even need a roll for that because she has she's not subdued, but she is very much fixated on something else. So I think you can actually pull that off. You grab this knife and you throw it very, very far from where we are. We hear the sound of the knife clattering off into the darkness.
He offered, I took the knife. So,
You dropped
there you go.
it. You dropped it.
Oops.
You dropped it. Why would you? Joanne, what would you like to do? This girl just said you need to die.
Joe wants to make a little bit of space between the two of them. So I'm like,
You are going to move from the engaged range.
yep. And she's gonna say like, "Who wants me dead? Like, it won't help. Like, just who's telling you that I need to die?"
You have to die. You're not supposed to be here. You have to die. You have to die. She has to die. He wants you to die. You have to die.
Who is he?
He-
Can I try like an empathy roll or something?
Please do.
Okay. That is a 6, right? Oh, it closed the sheet when I did it.
One success. I'm going to roll as well. That's 4. Whoop. Oh.
I'm gonna push.
Push. God, you guys are good. But you do lose 2 hope. The
Fair.
Yeah, I think being told that somebody wants you killed is enough to lose some hope. However, you've got her monologuing. And she says he wants you dead. The king of nowhere. You have to die. You are the key. You have to die. You have to open the door. You have to let us out. You have to fix this. You have to fix this by dying, Joanne. Why won't you stay dead? July, you're skipping.
Yes.
You have skipped and reached the base of the tower now. You can see that the elevator is at the ground floor and open conveniently. You also see that there is a cat sitting on the floor of the elevator, a little black cat, and it is just sitting there licking its paws. And then it looks up at you, and when you look at this cat, because you are blitzed out of your mind, it looks up at you with 8 eyes, and it licks its paw really slowly, and it just goes, meow.
So it starts going, spider cat. And then goes to the elevator and wants to start trying to pet it.
Yeah. You go to pet it, and one of the guys goes, does that cat have like 8 eyes? And he just kind of pushes a button, and the elevator starts to go up.
Did you bring your gun with you, by the way?
Good question to ask this far. Hold on. What gun?
That's fine.
What gun, man? Alright, so elevator is starting to move. I will say that we are not in combat anymore because you have successfully subdued this girl. And the elevator is going to take a moment, but the sound of the elevator in motion, one, alerts Harvey, along with the arrival of the security drone outside of the window. The drone has not been told to do anything other than come here. So Harvey, you do have the option of addressing 2 new elements entering the area.
Oh, I do know it's a drone, right?
Yeah, it's your security drone at the window. You called it here. But you don't know who's in the elevator.
Does it have any cameras?
I will say yes. There are 4 individuals, 4 heat signatures, 3 big, 1 small, inside of this elevator.
Well, I mean, they're not hacking the security drone, so I'll let them in.
Well, you can't stop them from entering, but what I mean is the drone is outside the window and the elevator is on the other side of the suite. 2 separate areas.
Ah,
2 different zones.
fair.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want the drone in. Is there any way I can get the drone in?
You can go open the window.
I'm gonna go open the window.
All right. You pull back the curtains. You let the light come in. The drone kind of like chirp tunes its way forward and kind of hovers over you. As the light enters the room more, you see her flinch and start to flail, and she is going to try and break free of your grasp, Ashley. You can either let this happen or oppose it.
Oh, I'm gonna let it happen, but as that happens, I just say, I'm going to try to fix everything.
When she pushes back from the flood of sunlight entering the room, her flailing is violent. It's not that she's trying to hurt you, but she is still very much just wildly flailing. So I'm going to make it a roll. So 5d6. She doesn't have a knife anymore. Bloop. She's gonna push this one. Bloop. She loses 1 hope.
I did look it up, and NPCs can't push.
NPCs can't push. Perfect. Then she's not pushing. So she doesn't. Her flailing doesn't hurt you, but she pushes away because you're not trying to keep her there. She moves back. She scrambles. She kind of scrambles over the dead body of Judith, knocking the neurocaster from the corpse, and it hits the ground with a worrisome thud and sound that fills anyone with dread when they drop their tablet or phone or anything on the ground where you're like, ah, fuck, that's probably not good. And she hops over the side of the couch and she starts to move towards the shadows. She says, if you're going to fix it, kill her. Fucking kill her. Kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her. And she starts to move towards the retreating shadows. She says, you have the power to fix this. She wants you to fix this. Kill her. And as the last of the shadow disappears, she disappears with it. The elevator.
Just gonna be holding her arm.
I feel like at that point, like as she's getting ready to address her again, she's like picking up the neurocaster that fallen and just kind of like looks up and then just kind of looks confused, looking around, seeing that she's gone, as she's holding this very high-end Neurocaster that now she's worried about.
Is Judith's head still in the Neurocaster?
No. That
That's
would be funny,
immediately what I pictured for some reason.
Look, I'm not saying that when I fix it and start making myself the new user that her psyche might still be hidden in there, but
I'm gonna address the important elements first. The elevator has dinged open. These two guys rush out and they're like, "Whoa, sweet penthouse, dibs on the couch. Whoa, there's a babe here." And they like flop down next to Judith on either side. They're like, "Sup?" And they're like, "Hey, more babes." And they kind of look over at Joanne and Ashley and a tin can. Cool. July is standing in the elevator holding a cat. A normal black cat.
Does it have a white spot on its head?
Yes.
She looks up and walks inside. She goes, "I got a spider cat."
Meow.
Does Joe feel recognition towards the cat?
Make me an empathy roll.
Man. I'm gonna push that.
Mm-hmm.
2 6s.
2 6s. You don't know how to place it, but it's a familiar looking cat, like a cat you had when you were a kid. It's kind of strange that this cat is a little recognizable, but you don't remember owning a cat.
Do I have a feeling for its name?
No. Does look familiar, but you've never owned a cat.
Okay, that cat seems really familiar. Harvey, could you go to the washroom and maybe grab me some towels, please?
Oh yeah, you're bleeding a lot.
Yep, Joe's holding onto it really tight at the moment.
Do I have any
Um,
duct tape in the caboose?
Do you have any duct tape in your caboose?
Oh, like I said, I mean, I keep.
No. I was just trying to make sure I understood the question.
Yes.
Is there duct
The
tape? Is there junk in your trunk? Is what you just asked me.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like because of the way this system is run, things are kind of nebulous in the equipment side. However, there was equipment that you were supposed to buy at the start of the game. So my question is, did you buy duct tape? Because I think duct tape might actually be one of the things on the gear.
Let me get to
Don't
the gear page.
actually know if I read any of that, actually.
Oh, yeah,
So-
you had starting money that you should have spent.
Oh, well, I guess I still have starting money, so we're gonna have to discuss that. I guess I have nothing.
Well, for the sake of it now, I'm going to say you don't have any duct tape because you didn't spend any of your money, because money is meaningless to a robot, apparently.
Fair enough. Oh, it actually says.
Apparently.
It says I don't get anything.
Oh, well then, no, you don't have any duct tape. I'm sorry. Did anybody else buy duct tape?
Nope.
That would explain
Nope.
why you didn't have any duct tape, Harvey.
Oh,
Yeah. It is also the apocalypse, so, not having a bunch of gear on
I
hand
mean,
does
unless
make
I
sense.
use it as a tourniquet for when I do my drugs.
I mean, if you didn't buy it, you don't have it.
Yeah, no.
So, Joanne is bleeding.
am I really the only person who bought stuff?
That is
yes.
a great question.
Nope, I
All
got
right,
food,
so-
sketchbook.
I
Nice.
mean, I guess I will. Is there a blanket, like on the couch?
Not on the couch, no.
Is there a
I did
blanket
ask you to go
around?
to the washroom and look for a towel.
You can go to the washroom and look for a towel, or go into the suite's bedroom and grab some sheets.
I was more interested in that beyond Netgear, but
I
okay,
mean,
fair enough.
Listen, you are your own person, even if you are a robot. So you are free to do as you please. What we are addressing is Joanne asked you to go grab something, and you are asking if you had those tools to do it. You can absolutely be like, I don't care to do that. I'm gonna go look at this thing. But
I think that's what he was.
yeah,
he
no,
was
I
saying.
think
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. You are your own
No.
person for.
I think he was saying that statement in character.
Oh, that was hard to tell. I'm sorry. Were you saying that in character? Because I don't want to assume.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
No, hold on. He was going
Okay.
first.
Yep.
Harvey, please continue. I'm sorry we interrupted.
I mean, I guess, but alright. I mopingly go over to the restroom.
And you're looking for towels?
Towels, roll of toilet paper.
Okay. There is a nice roll of toilet paper. Like in this day and age, toilet paper is a luxury. When the Civil War apocalypse of technology's progression into the degradation of society, for some reason everybody bought up a lot of toilet paper.
And bread and milk.
Well, I mean, bread and milk were unaffordable, so cost of eggs, $40 a carton, insane. This is like the quadruple quilted, ultra soft, aloe kissed toilet paper. This is high end stuff. This is stuff that you could, if you chose to keep, could make a lot of money. But you tear off a couple sheets and roll it up into a big wad and walk it back to Joanne and are like, stop leaking.
I tear up 2 sheets.
2 little plies.
Yes.
Alrighty.
And then put the toilet paper in my trunk.
Fair enough. Add fancy toilet paper to your inventory.
Joe will take the 2 sheets and press it to the wound. Like,
It is a very
Thanks.
deep cut, and you see that it is quickly absorbing with its absorbing power some of the blood, but it is not going to do enough to keep you from bleeding out. Not bleeding out, but it's not going to keep this wound contained. You were cut by a shiv. A sharpened piece of metal. Which, by the way, I hope you're up to date on your shots.
May I walk out of the elevator?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Cool. As she's walking out, she's still holding the cat, but she's like walking over to Ashley. She doesn't have her gun on or anything. It's in her boot still. Again. And she walks over and she's like, look, Queen, I just wanted to apologize for earlier. I just wasn't myself. And a little on edge. And you're very pretty, by the way. You got like flowers in your hair. She like
There's like nothing in her hair.
yeah, she like reaches to try and like brush her hair while holding the cat with her other arm. You look like you're on a tropical trip, Queen.
So, like, as that's all happening, I feel like the camera kind of like hands up a little bit as she's, everybody's kind of distracted with the new environment or trying to get the bleeding under control. Ashley had dropped her backpack, stuffed the fancy Neurocaster in there, stuffed the gun in there, pulled out a first aid kit, and then it's just like, oh, thanks. Yeah, no worries. Don't worry about it.
No,
Water under the.
I am gonna worry about it. I want to be friends, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to be friends too.
Lit. Do you like my spider cat?
It's a very cute spider cat, and I give it scritches behind the ears.
It's a very normal looking cat with a white circle on its forehead. It just looks at you and meows and then allows you to touch it.
But I would just slide that first aid kit over to Joanne. So,
Just
new friends.
Oh yeah, those two. They're cool.
It's,
I feel like they like this
hey.
place though. They might stay here.
They are very content where they are. One of them might be trying to feel up the corpse, and then his friend smacks the hand and is like, dude, gross. He's like, oh, sorry. Just kind of looks and he's like, hey, so you guys like live here? What's going on?
Now we came from outside the park, Bursky.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, technically we are living right now.
Dude, you're so right.
Whoa,
We're all living here together.
the tin can lives? Wow.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. His name's Harvey. But like, it's really fucking cool because you see if you look down like by his crotch area, it actually is spelled out in letters and numbers.
Whoa. Can I call you Two-Face? Because, like, your name is Harvey and you're dented.
I don't get it.
Batman reference.
Harvey Dent was the name of Two-Face before he became Two-Face in Batman.
Oh. I never
Yeah.
saw it.
No, it's cool, you know, nerd shit and stuff.
Is there a nickel around or a quarter?
One of them reaches into the cushions of the couch. There's a $5. He holds up $5.
Ooh, can I have it?
July snatches the $5 from his hand. He goes, hey.
Hey, you guys still owe me.
What? We dealed to you. How do we owe you?
And then I dealed back.
Oh, that's right. You totally did. Well, they start digging through their pockets, and they're like, well, I've got like $3, and they hold up 3 ones.
I'll take it.
And I got, let's see here. Hold on, because I'm gonna pull out a random item. This is your combat loot, everyone. Enjoy. Oh god, I lost it. There we go. Actually, there was a random table. Hold on. Where'd that random...
I'm going to go look for that knife.
That knife is
And-
gone.
Didn't I just throw it across the room?
You sure did. A while ago. You know who else was
Stabbing
across...
thing
You
is
know who
gone.
else was across the room? The darkness. Yeah, it's gone, Harvey. Weird.
I know. You said there's a kitchenette area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna go raid the kitchenette area for the cutlery.
Okay. You come out with some nice silver.
Was there a butcher's block?
Probably. With a knife in it. Several knives. Harvey comes walking out with the butcher's block. There are several knives, including a meat cleaver and one of those like cooking scissors.
Yo, you gonna cook us something?
I figured we could use some sharp things.
Yeah. For like cutting up steak and shit.
Mm.
But it might just be a good idea to hold on to it for the time being.
Ah.
All goes
Just
in my
as she
tongue.
patches her wound.
Yeah, so we need to treat that wound, don't we?
Afterlife goes to look for food.
All of the food in the refrigerator has long since rotted.
What about not in the refrigerator?
I'm gonna need.
Do we have any can of beans?
I'm gonna need rolls because I was willing to give Harvey just a butcher block, but
No,
I
you're
think
good.
if we're gonna be searching for more specific stuff, I'm gonna need rolls from people. So let's do.
He's hungry.
Let's do some rolls. Can you please give me a search roll? That's not a thing. Roll me wits, please.
I was like, what?
Roll me wits, please.
Okay.
And keep in mind, you are
So-
still high.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Pause for a second because I'm still trying to address a previous situation before we were moved along by another player.
Apologies.
No, you're fine. I'm trying to multitask and I can't find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, so I don't think there's a really heal roll unless you have medic talent or doctor one. Because it looks like recovery for health points is 1 per shift. Any shift is 5 to 10 hours.
Yeah, so you'll heal over time. So I'm perfectly fine with you just being bandaged up. There's a quick suture to keep it nice and closed, but you're gonna have this injury and it's gonna be a scar. The thing I was looking for was the rollable table for the items, and I can't find it anymore. Not the purchase one, but the one with the numbers on it. I think it was tied to the car. There it is, shared items. That's what I was looking for. Whoop. Coming out of the pocket is... Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. It's a D66. Why? Why are you like this? D66. There we go. 58. Let's see if it actually makes sense to have something. Ah, he pulls out nothing because there are gaps in this table. So yeah, the other friend is like, and I've got nothing. So you've made $8. So make sure you add that $8 to your
I
inventory.
already did.
Okay,
She
perfect.
would give him a shake if he held up his hand and was like, I got nothing.
Yeah.
And she would give him a head shake as she's walking to the kitchen.
So basically, the way that this game works is once like a major thing in a scene happens, there's more of a wind down instead of dragging out scenarios like this. So I want one final action from everybody, and then we will wrap up what is going on here at the theme park so that we're not dwelling in places for too long.
I did my final action.
Yeah, so you're looting. What is Ashley, Joanna, and Harvey doing? I'm going to give each of you one more thing to do.
Oh, and I'm fully intent on keeping this cat.
You certainly can try.
Lit.
I was gonna help get the wound under control, but if that's already dealt with,
I mean, that can be your last thing.
okay, I'll assist with that.
Okay. Harvey?
I am actually going to see about programming the security drone to follow us.
I am going to need a difficult hacking roll from you then. I'm setting the bar. I need 3 successes in order for you to override its programming to stay in the park.
Okay.
Because that's a really big ask this early.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I'm for it. That's why I'm giving you a chance of success. Just know that you need 3 successes.
Alrighty then. This is gonna be interesting.
You have 11 dice, so you might actually pull it off.
Did not work. Oh,
I didn't see anything come up.
unrecognized command. Okay.
Nope. You are still free to push, but you cannot use those ones.
So that's 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still assuming I'm gonna lose hope, or no?
You run the risk of losing hope whenever you push.
Okay. How do we get hope back?
I think it's from doing things you enjoy, or drugs, or relaxing things that you would find enjoyable.
Yeah.
Oh,
But losing hope, you
this-
sink deeper into despair.
This is what I enjoy doing, but
I don't think that counts.
no.
You only have 2 successes, which means you're not going to make the target threshold, and you do lose the 1 hope. You spend probably what feels like a lot of time for you. It's probably not very long for everyone else as they're spending the time going through, looking for stuff. But you're trying to establish this connection with this drone. You're trying to override its baser programming, and in the span of the time that you and this drone are connected, you kind of form an attachment to it. I'm just going to make this tragic. You form an attachment to this little AI, and in the effort to convince it to break its programming and follow you, it feels very reluctant to leave its home and to leave its family, and it's like, I have to stay here and take care of Sunshine. I have to watch over Sunshine. And understanding that you're not going to be able to draw this new friend with you away from the Ivory Tower is a little saddening, because you want to be around other robots. You want to be a robot. You want to be AI. You want your consciousness to be digitized, and you are reminded of your weak human emotions and your baser instinct to have a connection with something that is not capable of having a connection with you. And then your connection is disconnected from it.
I get my own fate of black.
You get your own fade to black. You, in the span of several seconds to a couple minutes, you have lived an entire lifetime with this robot, including
Grown old together.
growing old together, having little drone children, and then you are forcibly disconnected and brought back to the reality that is here. And all of those memories fade like tears in the rain.
The drone is like the digital version of the drones, like on their deathbed, and it's just like, I'll always remember you. Memory deleted.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, that's J, right, and then it deletes itself. Yeah, no, but you get forcibly disconnected from the initial hacking that you had with it, as it's like security protocol boots in and realizes that you are trying to hijack it, essentially. And so it kind of like beeps and blinks and returns to its normal routine, floating back out the window to go patrol the amusement park.
Wait, is this Harvey doing this?
This is Harvey doing this.
Yes.
You said human emotions.
Yeah, Harvey is still human.
He is?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He's a drone pilot.
He's a drone pilot. He is not a robot.
His body's just somewhere we don't know.
Yeah, for
We don't know
for
that.
all July knows, this is a
He's
robot.
a robot. Yeah.
but very far away somewhere is a person controlling that drone.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's also just me not understanding it.
Yeah. So
That's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
me not wanting you to understand it as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
He,
makes sense.
it's not an explored thing yet, because Harvey has not revealed it in character.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
Mhm.
I was just clarifying out a character.
No, you're fine. Yeah, because you said you didn't realize that he's also a drone pilot. But yes, drone pilot is the archetype that he picked. There is a person connected to Harvey somewhere, and whether or not we will ever see the real Harvey remains to be seen. July, you were looking for stuff, and I'm going to say you find
Yes, I got one.
You find 2 food.
Woohoo!
It'll be just
I
generic.
eat one.
And you eat one, so you add 1 food to your inventory.
Cool.
We are nearing the end, so I think we will wind down. But what I want to establish for the end of this scene is once we have established that the danger is gone, that a new friend is not joining you. In general, these 2 druggies are not going with you guys either.
Yeah.
The 4 of you make your way back down to where the parking lot where your car is. Your car was safely tucked away out of the parking lot for fear that others might try and take what belongs to you. And I do appreciate the care that was put in there, because if you had just parked it, there might have been a chance that somebody broke into your car. But that didn't happen now. Excuse me, burp. You all get back into the car. You load up what new supplies you have. What song is playing on the radio when you guys get back onto the road?
July would want to turn on the station.
I feel like, and feel free to suggest something else, but I feel like we get some of them want to abuse you. That plays on the radio.
Yeah, that actually really fits.
July would vibe with it and then immediately crash out. Well, not immediately. Just somewhere along the drive, she just passed the fuck out.
Did the cat come with us to the car?
It did
Yes,
not.
did we? Ah!
No, you did not. The cat.
Well, we
The cat, being the cat,
will-
decides when it wants to follow people, and it has decided it did not want to follow.
just real quick in the scene, in the montage, there would be a time where the cat hops out of July's arm and she like goes to try and find it,
Yeah.
like, but then I feel like someone like grabs her by the shirt and just like pulls her back.
And you're pulled back, unable to leave with this cat.
Or she's got to chase the car.
Well, let's not speculate too much on it. What is important is the cat does not stay with you, and July is pulled back to the car. And as we're leaving the theme park and getting back onto the road, Sweet Dreams is playing, as we can hear. And as the song is going and you guys are driving off into the distance, the radio hits a bit of static, and as the music is distorted and changed, a voice comes in over the radio, and you hear a few numbers: 7, 39, 15, 82. A car is leaving the theme park. 4, 21, 75, 4. And the music cuts back in through the static.
July would be like, I don't remember those lyrics.
7, 39, 15.
Oh, please don't ask
82.
me to remember.
Oh,
was
739,
21.
15, 82, a car is leaving 4, 21, 75, 4.
Yep.
Nice.
Can I try to analyze that?
You sure can.
I have data miner, so that would actually add a +2 to that, wouldn't that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so that's just... I'm not hacking, so...
A car is leaving for what?
The theme.
The theme park.
The
Oh.
theme park, yeah.
Oh, so that's just a 6.
I didn't see you roll.
I haven't done anything.
Oh, okay. I heard you say what.
I'm
was
just
six.
typing it in. I was just
Gotcha.
trying to figure out how many it was.
Hmm.
Stop doing the pop-ups. Taking things away.
No successes. You're not really sure what these numbers mean. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe it's important. But as you guys continue to drive, it's going to be a mystery for another day. So, let's do experience, because we've got 10 minutes left. Less than 10. 8 minutes, in fact.
One last question.
Okay. Definitely just ended, but one more question.
That's fine. I just wanted to know if the other knife that was stabbed into her had disappeared.
Nobody attempted to grab it.
It ended before I could.
You never addressed that you wanted it in the moment.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
You did get the Neurocaster, though, because you did put that in the backpack.
You did prioritize grabbing the Neurocaster
And the gun.
and the gun. So those are things that you said you wanted to grab. So those were grabbed. If you don't tell me you want things, it's gonna be assumed they're left behind.
I know.
I'm just telling you for the future. We don't have to do a back and forth on it. Experience.
Ashley got into a scrap. I'm gonna say strength for this one.
Let me find
Can
the
you
level.
remind me how experience works?
Yeah, I'm trying to
again?
find the level up thing too, because the index doesn't list it on here. Dougler, you know where everything is.
I don't know if I put a tab in my book for that one yet.
Let's see. Your traveler. Talents, personal stuff. The journey. Developing your character. There we go. It is page 65. So, after each game session, have a debriefing in the group. If you don't have time, then start of the next session with a debriefing instead. It will work as a summary of the previous one. During the debriefing, each person in turn tells the group how their traveler has acted according to their dream or their flaw, or both, at least once during the session. Let other players and the GM discuss and comment. If the table agrees that you followed your dream or flaw, GM has final say. You then choose one of your 4 attributes, so we shouldn't be rolling before we establish what things are. You choose one of the 4 attributes that best represents what you feel you have learned during the session about yourself, another traveler, or the world. Then you roll the dice. If the result is higher than your current score, the attribute is increased 1 step. The attribute increase can also increase your maximum health or hope. If the roll is equal to or lower than the attribute rating, instead you gain a new talent. So, Ashley, you went first. Why don't you tell us if you exemplified your hope or flaw first, and then we will keep that roll that you made.
Okay, so Ashley was willing to put herself in harm's way to try and help not only Joanne but the masked figure, and tell her that she is very much going to try and fix things.
Does this match your dream or your flaw?
Dream is to save and protect those she loves, so...
Yes, I think that fits. Anybody disagree?
Nope.
No, that totally fits.
Alrighty. So you rolled a d6 to try and raise your strength. Were you successful?
Yes.
Perfect. Go ahead and increase it by 1. Why don't we do July? Because I think that one will be quick and easy.
Yeah. So I feel like she did both her dream and her flaw. Her dream is just to get enough money to buy a new motorcycle and get away from her previous life. She got money during this. And flaw is that she's a junkie She
It's
was high
also-
this whole entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think with that, I'm gonna try because I think the only roll I made was a wits to try and loot stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try the roll.
Okie
The
dokie.
wits. No! Okay, I get a new talent then.
You do get a new talent, which you're nat 1. All right. How about Harvey? Why don't you go next?
So I did kind of hit with my flaw,
Mm-hmm.
and I did I only hit with my flaw, being better than flesh people,
Okay. I think that counts, yeah.
because I kind of just handed them 2 sheets of fly.
Yeah, you handed them toilet paper and didn't actually provide care.
So I would like to roll to raise my empathy.
I like it.
And that's a D6, right?
Mm-hmm. Is that higher than your current stat?
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yeah, my empathy's a 2.
Nope, so it's not higher. If you make it or it's lower, then it doesn't succeed. So you get another talent.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so it's higher. So I have
higher,
to actually.
higher, not make or break.
Still a little confused, but that works for me.
So you have to roll higher than the 2 you said your stat is. You rolled a 2.
No, I rolled a 5.
I see a 2.
I see.
Oh, wait, you see a 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, what are you talking about,
No,
bro?
I was reading Shay. I apologize.
Gotcha. No, okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, you matched, so you can get a new talent.
Okay.
Lastly will be Joanne.
Jo got stabbed for her flaw.
Jo got stabbed for her flaw?
Yeah.
What's the flaw?
Her flaw is she has memories of other.
Right. That did come up, didn't it?
You've got no reason what now?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
You did get stabbed for it though. So yeah,
I
think
saw my
that
cat.
counts.
And she did try to fight the knife away, so I'm gonna go with strength. Please be above before. Okay, I'll grab a new talent.
Grab a new talent. Alrighty. And then I'm gonna say, let's send something. Hold on.
I took hardened, by the way.
You took what?
Hardened.
Oh, okay.
Plus 2 dice to wits or empathy rolls when resisting traumatic events.
Okie dokie. That's what I needed to roll. That'll work. All right. I think at 10 o'clock. Look at that.
Us.
Look at
I'm
us. Go
pleased.
us. So we discussed a new day for this. I don't know if you saw it, Kay. Thursdays.
I saw briefly.
Are you okay with doing Thursdays at the same time?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Okay. I think it'll just be easier on me because I genuinely have better energy on Thursdays. And
Yeah,
I actually...
so my schedule has changed kind of to Wednesday to Saturdays. So today, anyways, I'm already like here when I have to work tomorrow. So I'm fine with it.
Okay. And it I was trying to find what works best for everybody because it's like when we first talked about this game, my Tuesdays were essentially my Friday, and then I lost my schedule and I was like, shit.
No, you're good. We're fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm flexible with this game too, so if it turns out to be too much, we can find another day again. And we can like leave it up for discussion, and if Thursdays don't work, we can figure it out. But I appreciate you guys. That does not mean we are playing Thursday. We will play next Thursday.
Damn.
Good try, because
Aw.
I anticipated that coming.
I mean, do we want to discuss like throughout the week if it's like, oh, we can't do it this day? Do we want to do it this way?
That's too hard for me.
Yeah,
That would be
I
hard.
need a consistent. Otherwise, I'll always have an excuse to not do it. Setting it for Thursday, especially until our convention is done, which, you know, in February, on Tuesday or Thursday, we wouldn't be available either way, so it's not like it matters. We would be missing 1 week. Words, brain. Yes.
Hard.
Until the end of the convention, basically for
We
all
can
of.
always also discuss it off of stream if we would like.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.